What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I decided to continue the series of Miracle's growth. I don't really know if that's what I'm going to be calling it, but for now, I did want to make a video on her weekly progress. This is week 8, which is crazy to me because that is my finger next to her and she is huge. Like, she has a little belly and everything. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that has been highly requested for me to talk about, and that is supplements. So as you can see, I have some vitamin D3, some calcium without D3. I also have the UVB. So I'm going to talk a little bit in depth on the importance of giving your bearded dragon and how often you should be doing it and what I'm doing with her currently. That way she gets all the proper nutrients and she grows to be a big, healthy bearded dragon. Now, most of the nutrients does come from her feeding and also the lighting. Now, there's so much more to go in depth when it comes to giving your bearded dragon supplements, so I might have to do a part 2 to this if I miss out any information, because the last thing I want to do is put information out there and miss out the little details, and for some reason I always miss out the littlest things. So I do want to make a part 2 to this, so this is part 1 to giving them vitamins. But with that being said, let's just get started with this video. Let's go. Okay, so right here we have this cup. Nothing fancy, but what I'm going to be doing is placing the crickets inside of this container. Now, the size of the crickets for a baby bearded dragon does matter. However, they can eat something larger, but what I have here is really tiny crickets, and I'm going to be giving her a good bunch. But like I said, they could eat something a little bit bigger than this. But right now crickets are a little bit hard to get, so I do have these little tiny baby ones that she tends to eat a bunch of them. But to this container, what I'm going to be doing is adding some calcium. Now, calcium is very important for your bearded dragon's bone health. It's just like humans that we need calcium in our diet. For reptiles, especially for bearded dragons, when they're young, they require calcium for them to be healthy as well as to have strong bones. So it is a must. Now, for my bearded dragons, you know, it is recommended to give them 2 to 3 days of calcium, but you do have to be very careful when giving this to them, because you can give them too much calcium and that could actually poison or really do harm to your reptiles. So I do like to sprinkle some calcium, as you can see, just like this, for my bearded dragons. Now, this calcium powder that I'm currently using is by Zoom Med, and it is without D3. Now, the only reason why I do this is because I do like knowing how much vitamin D3 I put in. So I'm a little bit extra with it by basically getting a separate, but you can get them together. There's no problem with it. It's just my own little tiny habit of getting it without and getting it with. Getting this separate, it's just my own little thing of trying to adjust things accordingly. But I do like also adding D3 in there and giving it to them as well as separately. So, but for a baby bearded dragon, it's very, very important that you focus on their diet, especially when they're young. So you do want to provide them with a lot of nutrients and good things for them. So veggies would be ideal for them even at this age, but the most important thing would be insects. So as you can see, we got some insects in here. Come on, eat. Yes, yes. She ate one. Okay, so it is a good thing that she's active and that she's alert and that she's really you know, staying, you know, showing signs of being a really healthy bearded dragon. I'm really proud to, you know, be raising her from an egg. So yeah, I'm gonna let the crickets run around in there, as it's really good for her to have exercise. Normally I would go in there and feed her with some tongs, so I might just get one cricket just for fun. Here you go, Miracle. Here you go. Come on, take some of this. Take some of this nutrition. Yum. Yummy. Eat that calcium. That's right, girl. You eat that calcium. Now I am gonna leave some crickets in there running around, that way she has something to eat, as I did feed her yesterday pretty late at night, and I think she's still full from it. She might actually be thirsty, but oh, there she goes. But it's really important that you provide your reptiles with the proper supplements, especially when they're young. Now the most important thing that I always say in my videos is that your bearded dragons need heat. If your bearded dragons don't have any heat, they won't eat. That is just the saying that I have going. Their temperatures are really important. As you can see, she's really active and alert. But something that I always sort of miss out, because I always assume you guys know about this, is the vitamin, or it is the light, which is the UVB. For all my bearded dragons, I provide them UVB, and I use the 10.0 UVB, and that is really important for a bearded dragon, especially a baby bearded dragon that is growing. Their bones and everything rely on nutrition and also the proper temperature and the proper lighting, that, you know, without it, they could easily, like from one day to the next, really go bad. Their bones might start developing awkwardly. They might start, you know, they might not even grow. So they might start developing complications internally as well as physically that doesn't allow them to be a healthy bearded dragon. So it's really important to do your research, get your bearded dragons their proper supplements, as well as the proper lighting and the proper temperatures. Now, all of my lights inside of my bearded dragons enclosures are all connected to a timer. So I do have them on for 10 hours in a day, and then they 10 to 12 hours a day, and then they turn off to 12 hours at night. So there's that 24-hour light cycle that it would be like in the daytime. So 12 hours turned on, 12 hours complete darkness turned off, because it is important for them to sleep as well, as she goes crazy for more crickets. So I do provide them a day and night time. So I do suggest that you guys get a timer for your lights. That way they turn off, and you could pick one up on Amazon for fairly cheap. It's about, I think I paid for mine's $3, but you could probably find them on Amazon for about $5 to $10, depending on where your location is. So definitely shop around for a timer. I cannot stress enough how important it is for a bearded dragon to have that proper routine and proper cycle. I even see sometimes my bearded dragon trying to go to sleep like 30 minutes before the lights turn off, because she knows that the lights are going to turn off. So they already have that pattern already, their sleep pattern already adjusted. So I do recommend you look into that. You know, when it comes to lighting for the UVB, I do change the light every 6 months. So every 4 to 6 months, I'm changing either the light bulb or the fluorescent light bulb that I have for my bearded dragons. That way, you know, it stays fresh, it stays new, and it provides them everything that they need. So the vitamins and everything, I do give them. It's not complicated, it's not hard at all. You just dust the crickets, you throw them in there, and your bearded dragon does all the work basically. But you do have to keep a proper routine, especially for a young one like this, because like I said, you miss a couple of weeks or you miss a couple of routines and everything, and your bearded dragon grows into not being a healthy bearded dragon, because she's already 8 weeks old. She needs all the vitamins and all the nutrition that she could get, like hydration, everything. This is the crucial stage where you could teach them things, as she basically just runs into the wall. But you could teach them things, you could actually get them to be a good bearded dragon, and get them nice and healthy. So this, you know, as a breeder or as someone that is trying to, you know, produce quality animals, this is the most important state to get them into a nice, perfect shape for anyone out there who wants to purchase a nice bearded dragon. However, Miracle isn't for sale, but I just wanted to throw this video together to share with you guys the importance of calcium and vitamin D3 for bearded dragons, as well as the UVB. I am planning on making a video, a more in-depth video on how everything works. Maybe I go a little bit scientific on it, but I did want to just put this video together to show you the importance of it, because I do believe that there is more you know, information to be tossed about this, because you know, you're probably watching this being like, why do I need to buy this? Why do I need to do this? So this is part 1 to this video. And like I said in the other one, I am going to be talking more in depth on why you need this, and maybe show you some examples of an animal that has, you know, really low sources of calcium, and then show you an animal that's really healthy and show you the comparisons. So I'm going to look into making a video like that to make this into a part 2 type of thing. So hopefully you guys stick around to that. Miracle does seem like she is done with eating cricket. She only ate 2, but she is having a nice little belly. So I did want to give you guys an update on her, but I'm really happy that she is doing well. So with that being said, hopefully you guys are staying safe. That is it for this video. Keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification.